Okay. What is up, everyone? This is Life Coach Brandi Miles, and I got Coach Ange with me, and we are here for day 26 of the magic. It's magical transform mistakes into blessings. Okay, and then obviously when you talk about that, you got Oprah Winfrey saying, "Turn your wounds into wisdom."
Ooh,
I love that.
that's good.
Yeah, she's such a dope person.
I love how they tell you who she is.
Yeah, businesswoman, media personality, and businesswoman.
Like, oh, that's who she is.
Exactly.
I recognize.
Yeah, she was 1954.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was.
She looks good, huh?
She looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Anyway.
Okay. Sorry, we're on our soapbox. We do this. Okay, so here it goes. Okay, so every single mistake is a blessing in disguise. Today's magic practice will prove it, because you're about to discover that there are actually untold blessings hidden within each mistake. Oh, and then I got my son coming in. Say hello, son. We're just doing a video. Did you get that? Okay. Thank you. Cheers. Okay. So we're going to continue on. Hey. It's okay, bub. Okay, say, a children makes many mistakes while learning how to ride a bike or write, and we don't give it a second thought because we know that through their mistakes they will learn and actually master what they're trying to do. So why is it that adults are so hard on themselves when they make mistakes? The same rule applies to children, also applies to you. You all make mistakes, and if we didn't make them, we'd never learn anything, and we would grow even smaller, we wouldn't grow any more or any wiser. And that's very true, because I've learned that every single one of my mistakes has brought me to right here, right now. Mm-hmm. And so whenever you can finally bring yourself to see those kind of things, that's when life really gets good, because then you take every opportunity and look at it like, okay, what am I supposed to be learning from this? Yeah. And so you look at it totally different.
Yeah. Everything, when people ask the question, if you had a magic time machine, what would you go back and change? And we both have been through some stuff.
Yeah.
But I always say I wouldn't change any of it, because no matter what you went through, those stones got me here. Mm-hmm. And I love where I am right now.
Right.
And I wouldn't want to risk messing that up.
I mean, even the trauma has made you have the personality that you have.
Or understanding, empathy, and and all those things.
Yep.
Or the way that you meet people, and then that person you meet, everything really, and like you said, once you realize it, it makes it better, because when you're going through a valley, you can remind yourself that there's a purpose for it.
There's a reason why this has happened. Yeah. This is a learning lesson. This is a shift in my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Because usually when those moments happen too, that's when there's a huge shift going on. Yeah. A huge something going on that's going to shift you.
At the time.
Yeah, it really sucks at the time, but it's such growth. Mm-hmm. And people talk about, it's so painful and stuff like that. It really sucks and it's really painful. But whenever you get to the other side of that certain situation,
it's worth it.
God, I've learned so much from it. It's
so
unbelievable. Okay. So we have the freedom to make our own choices, and that means that we have the freedom to make mistakes. Mistakes can hurt, but if we don't learn from them, from the mistakes we've made, the pain we've suffered from it has been for nothing. Ooh, Lord. In fact, by the law of attraction, we will make the same mistake over and over again until the circumstances hurt us so much that we finally learn from it. It's the very reason why mistakes hurt, so that we learn from them and don't make them repeatedly. And I see that a lot too. People make the same mistakes over and over and over and over and over again until something dramatic happens, and then they learn from that and they have that aha moment. And it's kind of like some people don't even see it neither. Like they have the blinders on.
Yeah.
And then you have that moment of clarity, and then the blinders are off.
And once they're off, they're off.
They're off.
Yeah.
There ain't no bringing them back.
But I can see parts in my past where I've had to learn the same mistake.
Yeah, over and over and over again. Yeah. Now that we look back on it and we know what we know now, I'll be like, man, I really did me a number with that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So to learn from these mistakes, we must have to own it. And this is where many people can become undone because they often blame someone else for their mistakes. Woo! Let's consider the scenario of being pulled over by the police for speeding and being given a speeding ticket. Instead of taking responsibility for the fact that you were speeding, we blame the police because they were hiding in the bushes on the highway around the bend. We couldn't see them. They had a radar gun and we didn't stand a chance. But this mistake was ours because we were the ones who were speeding.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's so true though.
Yeah.
I
That's
remember.
my son.
Is
oh my
it?
gosh, DL is always, but and I'm like, but had you not done X, Y, Z in the first place,
then we wouldn't even be here. Yes. Okay. So the problem with blaming other people for our mistakes is that we still suffer the pain and consequences of the mistake, but we didn't learn from it, and so bingo, we'll attract making the same mistake again. Yeah.
Just like we just said.
Just like we said. You are human. You will make mistakes, and it's one of the most beautiful things about being human. But you must learn from your mistakes. Otherwise, your life will have a lot of unnecessary pain. Yes, we've done that many times. How do you learn from your mistakes? Gratitude. And you know what? I have learned that that's been a game changer too. It's like having the gratitude has made a difference in all these mistakes. So no matter how bad something may seem, there are always many things to be grateful for. When you look for as many things as you can to be grateful for in a mistake, the magical transform of the mistakes becomes a blessing. Mistakes attract more mistakes and blessings attract more blessing. Which would you prefer? Blessing. Okay, so today think about a mistake you have made in your life. It doesn't matter whether it was big or small mistake, but choose one that still hurts when you think about it. Maybe you lost your temper with a person close to you, and the relationship hasn't been the same since. Or maybe you pulled blind faith in another person and got burned. Maybe you told a white lie to protect someone, and because of it, you ended up in a difficult situation. You might have chosen the cheaper option on something and it all went wrong and ended up costing you a whole lot more. You might have thought you were making the right decision about something, but it completely backfired on you. I've done that a bunch of times. Yeah, a bunch of times. Lessons learned. Once you have chosen the mistake to magically transform into blessings, look for the things that you're grateful for. To help you, there are 2 questions that you can ask yourself. What did I learn from this mistake? Great question. Next question is, what are the good things that came out of the mistakes? And there is always good things that come out of the mistakes. You might not see it at the very moment, but I can see when I watch stuff unfold, it might be a month or 2 months, but I'll see where there was blessings in that mistake and where like, oh my God, thank goodness, you know?
Yeah. Well, I have a good one. You want to hear it?
Yeah, I'm totally down.
And you already know this one. So, I don't have a vehicle. I haven't had a vehicle for 2 years now, which is crazy.
But you still get all over the damn place. You don't
wherever I need to go. Yes. And I was really upset because I got into a wreck and it was, my fault because I rear-ended her. I could say whatever I want about how it happened, but in the end, it was my fault. Yeah. But not having a car, while being very difficult, has also had a lot of benefits. It has caused me to sit down. It has caused me to evaluate the ways that I was doing for others and not for myself. Yeah. It gave me opportunity to get to know others a little more because I was forced to ride with them and stuff.
Or go to events, go to events with each other and stuff. Yeah, and she was forced to go with me.
So there's just like a lot of little things that I have wondered, like, if I still had a vehicle,
how different things would have been.
how different things would be.
Because you wouldn't have connected with all the people asking them for rides.
Yeah, I don't know
You
that
would
we
still-
would have connected as much as we did.
Exactly.
Honestly.
And you would have still been people pleasing, going and carrying people
Which
around.
I thought I
doing things.
wasn't.
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't.
Yeah.
Because I was doing better than I was, which tells you how bad I was doing.
Yeah.
But now I see that I still was, and I still do. Now I can see how I still do, but it's more intentional now. I allow myself to do it as opposed to automatically doing it. You know, somebody mentioned they needed something, I'd be like, I'll do it. I got you.
Yeah.
I can do that for you.
But now you can't do that. And it's really showing you. But you know what? I always believe, like, there's a plan for everything, and everything happens for a reason, and stuff happens for a reason. And maybe, you know,
I think that there's definitely a lot of reasons for that one, which is crazy.
Yeah.
If you know, some people.
Well, it connected us. That's all that needed. That's all it needed to happen.
But also think about, like, okay, if I were to, I had two choices, and I'm not saying this to pat myself on the back. I'm just using this as an example. I had two choices. I could have sulked, you know, pouted, complained. I could have, you know, been aggravated and upset, or I can be grateful that I walk Malika to school because that gives us time to connect. I can, you know, be grateful that of the way that it's connected us, and you know, and when those times come when I'm like, damn, I wish I had a car, I can stop and say, well, you know, A, do you want to Uber or whatever, but B, just remind myself of all of these other things that happen because I don't have a car, and not allow that to depress me.
Yep. And you will one day. This is just
for sure.
You're just in a season right now, and it's a good season for you too.
Yeah,
like
it is.
Like you're on fire not to have a freaking car. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it is fun.
Huh?
It's
Okay. Okay. The most important thing to be grateful for about every mistakes are the things you learned about it. And no matter what the mistake, there are always many good things that come out of it and alter your future for the better. Think this through very carefully and see if you can find a total of 10 blessings to be grateful for. Every blessing you find has a magic power. Write your list in gratitude journal and type them on it, or type them on a computer. What are you talking about? Okay. Okay, so today's magic is to let's take an example. Caught speeding by the car. Okay, so what you're going to do is, number one is, I'm grateful to the police for wanting to protect me from harming myself. Okay, so let's take the example of catching, caught speeding by the police and receiving fine. Okay, so this is the way to look at gratitude with that.
With getting a ticket.
Yeah. I'm grateful to the police for wanting to protect me from harming myself, because after all, that was all they were trying to do. Number two, I'm grateful for the police because if I am honest with myself, I was thinking about other things and wasn't concentrating on the road. I'm grateful to the police because it was foolish to put myself and risk speeding with a tire that needed to be replaced. And so on and so on and so on. So those are ways to turn your mistakes and turn your mindset, because that's all it's really doing. Is if you put down all of these things and you put 10 reasons why you're grateful for that mistake, it's going to switch your mindset with that mistake instantly. Like instantly. Okay, so I would strongly urge you to take as many mistakes you've made in your life that you still feel bad about, and that's the thing, is that you still feel bad about, and with your own time, follow this magic practice. Think about it, and turn it into a blessing. I think that's pretty cool. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so I thought that was the list for the magic. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, so the list today.
It is.
Yeah. This was 10 things to be grateful for the mistake, but now I'm going to
Do
the magic.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so the practices that you'll be doing is count your blessing, make a list of 10 blessings, write why you're grateful, reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, you say thank you, and feel grateful for the blessing as you can. Number two, choose one mistake you made in your life. Number three, Find a total of 10 blessings you're grateful for as a result of making that mistake and write them down. Number 4 is to help you find blessings. You can ask yourself these questions. What did I learn from this mistake, and what are the good things that came out of this mistakes? And number 5 is just before you go to bed tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, "Thank you for the best thing that has happened to me today." And that is the magic for today. And we will see y'all tomorrow.
Yes.
We got 2 more days left, y'all. That's all we got. So we'll see you
good.
tomorrow. Peace out.
So good.